Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? Wow. You all have bad taste.
The gang's all here.
The gang, everyone is here. Thank you all so much for coming out. I just want to give shout outs to all y'all. And you've donated so much money for the, oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't the game that you wanted, was it?
Uh-oh.
No. You wanted this. Woo! This is what you wanted. This is what you have wrought. You're welcome. We all set? All right, I'm gonna count us down. Y'all ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Go! All right, everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Bad Game Block. This is Mega Man DOS. I just want to say, again, CJ, for those who are unaware, is a video format where the only colors are white, black, magenta, and cyan, and it is a beautiful feast for the eyes. And I don't know if you've been able to tell, but all of the enemies that we're fighting are like frogs and bats, which is definitely what I remember in my Mega Man game. So this is Sonic Man. We mostly just want to tank his shots.
Can't wait to get his weapon.
Over and over again. There he is. We got him. And now, wait for it. We got a calculator. Woo! Sonic Man has been defeated. Now then, let's see how many tries this takes me. This is a brand new trick that was just discovered a little bit ago. So we want this exact frame where we have 0 health, and now we hit the E-tank, and look at that, we go through the kill plane. Hey, look, we're at the end of the level. Woo! Shout outs to Floor Parrots. So this estimate was 17 minutes. Now it should probably be more like 12 because we literally skip all of Voltsman's stage. There are people who come into my stream all the time and are like, oh, I had this game as a kid. And I'm like, oh. Oh, you poor dear.
That's weird. My parents loved me. You have the same questions I do, and I don't think we're going to find out the answer.
Yeah. Liz's attention span's only long enough for this game.
Thank God the estimate got shorter.
So
This looks like a Wily level.
This does look like a Wily. Wily's showers. Which is uncomfortable. Oh, look. Hold on. Ready? Wow. It's a Met. Who would have thought?
Whoa! I want those things.
Those are from the Mega Man games.
We are actually coming up on time. So, let's go. I know, it's been such a ride. But, listen, the true Mega Man DOS was inside of us this entire time.
Aww.
And all of the awful will be all here all the time. So,
I'm sorry, this is what now?
Here it is, he's Dr. Wily. Willet. There he goes, get ready on time. Time! Dr. Wily has surrendered.
Okay.
Mega Man has saved the planet from destruction. But will it last? Woo!
Hey, this is Avoid the Noid. It has a beautiful compromise between CJ and VJ. This is EGA. You get 16 colors, 4 times the colors.
Woo!
And this is back in the time when Domino had an advertising campaign called The Noid, and it was this hideous-looking little goblin, and and the title screen matches that.
That's what they called me when I was...
You can see him right there. And it was also time that we had the 30 minutes or less policy from Domino's, and that's why the in-game timer is faster than real time. And so I think we're ready to start the run. So can I get the audience to join in on the countdown? So 3, 2, 1, and go!
You know, it's really weird that you're delivering to a place called Doom, though. You know?
Well, what do you think they're going to make their own food?
I mean, this game could have been prophetic. Maybe it knew that Doom was going to be a very popular DOS game in the early 90s.
Oh!
So it's worth noting that the way the Noids actually afforded all of these, missile launchers and bazookas and the rockets is that they stole the pizzas from Domino's and they used those black market slush funds to actually engage in their criminal pizza nihilism activities of destroying pizzas, as we all know from the Domino's documentaries about the Noids.
Well, this was also on the back of the box.
Oh, that's true. All right, but we need 3 keys, so we gotta wait a bit. And so they only have World War II era biplanes and water balloons. Because, if they can't kill you, they can just make the pizza soggy, which, no one wants a soggy pizza. That's another power of Pizza Man, by the way. No matter how much he flips or cartwheels, the pizza is always intact.
I was going to say, yeah, soggy pizza was probably against the 30 minutes or less rule.
Okay. Well, actually, I didn't need to do that. And now I probably shouldn't have done that, actually, because I actually really need the Noida Voider to get the last key. But we'll just run around like an idiot and hope the key just falls in our laps, because that's how things work in real life, right? No! Okay, I'm sorry, audience. We might get banned from Twitch because we're going to have some full... No, we didn't.
We didn't get it.
We didn't get it. What? Okay, wow. Oh, no! No!
No!
I'm dead. I can't avoid that. Okay, let's see if we get it this time. Sorry, Soggy Pizza. I'm sorry, the full frontal noidity is in full effect. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Different lives, I just have to run around till the key cooperates. I knew that wasn't going to work.
So what's the
There we
worst?
go. There we go.
Okay, we're in this. Okay, so let's read this message. There are 3 locks on this door. You still need 2 more keys. You should have become a doctor like your mother wanted you to. I wonder if a doctor ever played this game. He's like, I am a doctor. I'm just trying to blow off some stress playing this game. And I'm just more stressed now that I'm playing it.
I think doctors are smart enough to play this game.
Yeah, I feel like
Good
that's
point.
probably true.
But I'm not.
That's what you learn in medical school.
And the
You don't
game
play
is-
Avoid the Noise.
And the game is basically saying, thanks for playing our game, nerd, and time is coming up soon, and time. And there's Pizza Man sweating off his brow after a hard day's work with his romantic candlelit dinner with the CEO of Doom Industries. As you, the cheese on the pizza is a little bit dubious, though. I'm not too sure about that pizza, but he kept it intact at least. But, he should probably get a tip in the amount of points in terms of dollars for all that hazard pay, but I think the CEO of Doom Industries is a bit of a cheapskate. So I have an incentive for this game, which is I'm going to show what happens if you pick up a wrong phone. Because the Noids, they didn't just invest in a key teleportation technology. They also invested in some very special telephone technology. And I'm going to have Brosentia play the game right here while I direct him down the key.
No,
And-
where are you going?
Brosentia, you just have to make it to the phone.
I
That's
was
all
trying.
you have to do.
He just went back. He ran like 10 feet and I didn't push anything. Oh, shut up.
All right, slow down.
How?
Hit enter.
How? Okay. Okay, we got it.
We got it. So the Noids, they don't have... They invented dynamite over telephone technology, the newest in terrorism, in 80s terrorism, and that is Avoid the Noid, everyone. And thank you, Brosentia, for being such a willing participant.
I hate those noise.
Exactly, that's why you gotta avoid them.
Man, virtual highlight. This is such a really, really fun game to run.
So, to the stream, I have to make a warning. So you might think that the stream is dying or something's wrong with the stream. That's likely not the case. This case,
You'll
this
see,
game
you'll
can be
see.
best measured in seconds per frame.
SPF. It's not. SPF is not just for skin protection anymore.
And by the way, you can still start the timer whenever you want. This is virtual highlight. It doesn't care. All right, so the first thing we're going to be introduced to is our hero, Jim. It really is his name, so we are not making this up. Jim the Knight is our main protagonist. He is a swell dude here. Woo! Give him that strut, Jim. And I'm going to do the first quest here, which is the fairy forest. There are 15 trees here that contain bees, one that contains fairy. You don't want the bees, but this is what happens if you get the bees. Oh, no.
Oh.
The bees. Fight the bees, Jim. Oh, no. Jim's dead. So sure, somebody asked if we really wanted to go on, and the answer is no. But we have been paid money in order to show you 101% of the game. All right, so into the trial dungeon we go. Now, you're supposed to have a light source, so instead we're just going to have some very, very deep blackness here. And this is going to introduce a new mechanic, which is map turns. So the game runs so slowly that it is faster to go into the menu, turn around, and then come back out than it is to turn in the overworld. And you'll see me use this pretty frequently throughout. Certainly anytime that you've got more than like 90 degrees of turning, you want to be probably in that menu back and forth. It's just something where the menu actually runs at a pretty stable 15 frames per second, and the game just doesn't. I have no idea what he's saying. And the trick of the vampire, he's got two moves, short teleport and long teleport. So every time you short teleport, I move slightly forward to match him, and then he never gets the long teleport because I can just keep him stun locked, and that's the vampire. Jim's action pose right now. This is Jim's signature pose in life. This is how you recover health in the game. 3 hit points per second standing here. So it takes 5 minutes to regen your health at the end of the game.
It's worth mentioning that his score is so low now because the shop actually uses your score. You don't have money in this game. Oh, baby.
This is the point in the game where we start measuring everything in seconds per frame.
You definitely want to map turn anything that's more than 1 degree in this one.
This is when Sega doesn't have the blast processing of the Genesis.
We're almost to where the first turn is. Jim's stuck on the chest. All right, there we go. Flame sword acquired.
Would you say it's easy to do frame perfect tricks in this game because you have about 10 seconds to do them?
I would say all inputs in this game are frame perfect.
Good point.
I have not missed a frame yet, but I'm still counting the frames out as we go. We're up to 7. Speaking of which, of speed ups, that long sword that I got back in the ruins actually saves you about 4 minutes on this upcoming boss. It is like 2 pixels longer than a regular sword, but that's enough to save you many, many cycles of this guy going back and forth. He is, well, he's 3 bosses that's just taped together. They all have their own life bar, and he starts really, really far away from you, and he moves really, really slowly. So the more hits you can get in per cycle, without the longsword, it's impossible to 1 cycle in.
Yeah.
Longsword sometimes needs 2 cycles, but it's usually much, much faster. We're still waiting for him to move forward.
I mean, say what you will about this game, it doesn't lie to you. The longsword is long.
It is like the one thing in the game that functions properly, and I was shocked by it. I played this for 3 years before realizing the longsword was actually longer than the rest of the swords. It was a revelation in virtual highlight speedrunning technology when that happened. There we go. We're in range of longsword. Still be like another minute or so if we get him with a regular sword. Oh, there's a critical. There we go. We got him.
Hey!
I used to buy an item to warp back, and that's actually what you do in the fast stretch for it. Before the marathon route, what I'm going to do is instead death warp out. This is what would happen if you didn't have the item equipped that you got back in the ruins. It's kind of a brutal death that Jim would experience otherwise than have. There he goes. Let's line up here with the bridge. There we go. No, stuck on the bridge. Try again, Jim. No. 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 No.
Come on.
There we go. Jim just has some troubles. He's trying his best. And his best is not quite good enough, but we love him anyway.
We have a $50 donation from Eronth. Says, it's nice to be able to look away from a game and then look back and not miss a single frame. And we also have a $10 donation from RB who says, how much is the donation incentive to stop the run?
So intense. Now, this is going to be the section where we do have the minecarts, and I feel like these are the best minecarts in video game history. Jim is trying to get to the minecart right now.
Yes.
You can do it, Jim.
Come on.
We believe in you, Jim.
Oh, minecart clip.
Yeah.
There we go. I was hoping Jim might accidentally clip into the ceiling, which does happen every once in a while, but we have 2 more minecarts to try it on.
6 cents out of $5,000. Let's make it happen.
Hey.
Good job, Jim.
Yes. Jim learned from his past mistakes.
This is usually the easier of the 2 minecarts. Very consistently, the second minecart goes much better. I think Jim has just gotten the practice down. Here's the best part. Oh, yeah.
Eat your heart out, Donkey Kong Country.
Virtual highlight. It is a special treat that you really want to savor. Especially...
Oh.
All right, Jim. We're going to go for the Kobe here. Okay.
Hey.
He almost clipped out of the minecart and then through the floor, which it doesn't soft lock the game, but it's really hard to get out of. So I'm glad that he did stay in there when it got the drop down for it.
Oh!
That's right. It jumps both ways.
All right, we have a $15 donation from Mads. They say Virtual Highlight is currently the #2 game on Twitch. Woo! This run is performance art.
All right, and so we're going to go into the Lost Castle here. So this is going to be part 1. Again, I told you that there's going to be 2 really bad ideas. The first bad idea they had was to do a teleporter maze. And the way they made this extra bad is it's a 3D teleporter maze. And I will show you guys what this looks like. So there is 3 floors that look like this, that are stacked on top of each other. The orange and pink dots, those are like elevators up and down. So you need to get to the center of the 3rd floor. Good luck if you have not got a set seat and you don't know where to go in here. This is probably where most people that really thought that they could handle Virtual Highlight are gonna pretty much up and quit. There. All right, here we go. So another boss where you're only at range, but I'm using the fighter necklace to get triple shots now. This will speed up the boss, especially if we get a little bit closer. He's RNG about where he wants to stand, and I'm hoping that he moves pretty much in my face so that we can just shoot him over and over again. And it's a damage race. Will Jim make it? No, Jim's dead.
Oh.
That's okay. If you go to the menu on the first frame after death, you can get back up.
Hey.
Now he goes up to the front. This is where I wanted him in the start and end. One more. All right, heal us down. Woo! Now, for the boss rush, they did seriously buff these bosses. You do get to enjoy the voice acting one more time. By the way, the voice acting is just them playing the help text backwards in Japanese. Exactly. The only downside is that when he teleports, he's going to be invisible. So I'm going to have to try and figure out where he goes. The ideal case is he just sits there on his throne and laughs at me. But sometimes he goes on a little bit of a ride. Exactly. I think that's just somebody belching into a microphone.
Yeah. Those are some good burps.
And here we go. That's a good pose right there. Yes, just stay there, Vralis. All right, there's the teleport. All right, Fireball's the only bad attack. You don't want to get hit by those. Everything else you just tank to the face. Like that, that's no problem. Black orb, no problem. And time. Woo! Ooh. Now, of course, like most bosses, Vralis is going to be a load-bearing boss here, but we do have the amazing CG animation. This is where all of their budget went in. The beautiful, beautiful there. And now Jim suddenly having lost quite a lot of weight since the last time we saw him. And also maybe his clothes, and I think a contact lens is going to fall out here as well, is going to be joyously reunited with Princess Orb. And that is going to be our amazing, amazing finale.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Urban Yeti. If you thought your eyes were going to have a break, well, I got news for you. They're not. Before I begin, though, this game has cutscenes that are all skippable. I'm going to let the first one kind of play out to set up the story and the lore of Urban Yeti for you. So here we go. Throughout time and around the world, the legend of the Yeti creature has been with us. No matter what you choose to call it, be it Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or the abominable snowman, surely it must exist. Ooh. But how has it evaded our scrutiny for so long?
I don't know.
Is it possible that these creatures have been living among us for some time? Now here comes the plot twist.
Uh-oh.
The part that you were not expecting. If they live among us, is it not natural for them to want the same thing we do?
Yeah.
Do they crave the comforts of home and family? The time has come to find out, Urban Yeti. Find a suitable mate.
Oh, baby.
The best love story you guys didn't know existed. Now get ready to Yeti. Here we go. So we find a newspaper here, and it says, hey, The soup kitchen is hiring. You have to be able to work with abuse and for tips only. And Urban Yeti's like, sure, whatever, let's do it. They're going to show me the soup kitchen, which unfortunately does not open until 7:30. So speedrunning in 2019, we're just going to sit here for about a minute or so. To keep myself busy, though, we can just pick on some cops, throw them off the building. Let you guys appreciate the pixelated glory that this game is. Maybe pick up a cat. I like to try and throw it into oncoming traffic, see if I can hit a car. No?
Oh, sure.
Oh, wow. That was a bad response from the audience.
I think
That's not a good look for you.
So now we're coming up onto one of the 4 mini-games.
Oh, no.
The Soup Kitchen. If you're a fan of Tapper, or Root Beer Tapper as it's also known, you might get a kick out of this one. So the objective here is to deliver the food to the customers. However,
Right
if I
in their
don't,
face.
Right in their face. If you don't get it to them on time, though, they will come and punch me in the face.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that'll probably happen because this is completely random.
I'd like to see them try.
Sometimes they send about 3 customers in a row, so things are starting to get a little hairy here.
Oh, nice.
Pizza. Burger. Okay, I'm gonna miss the burger guy. We're gonna give this guy his ham. He's mad.
He's just waiting for you. Oh, what a jerk.
And this guy's also, now this is what gets bad about this minigame. You know, sometimes you can kind of just get stun locked.
You don't even have pizza to give this guy.
So we smell another Yeti. We think it's the female Yeti, so we're onto her scent.
She really smells. Oh, she smells.
However, we come to find out that it's actually competition. We can't have no competition around here for our Lady Yeti, so we got to take care of it. And this is pretty much the only time that combat is required in this game. And it just amounts to this.
Ooh. 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 Oh, he died.
And here's where things get a little weird. This guy just decides to go car surfing. He says, all right, Urban Yeti, you win this time, but catch me later at the discus tournament. We'll decide who's the better Yeti.
I thought he was going to the cemetery. You beat him up bad.
Oh, no, he got into an accident? Okay, this has never happened. This has never happened. And it's supposed to progress past. Okay. Oh, you got to be joking me. Okay. He got into an accident, and unfortunately, I got to put in a password, I think, because this has never happened.
Would you?
Okay, please don't crash.
Hopefully this one's a
And I
safe
can't skip
driver.
this either, so please drive safely. Don't you?
No!
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 Okay, we're
Oh, good.
Holy moly. Okay. Here's where the game gets pretty weird. Oh, please. I'm stuck on the car. Oh, boy. Birds are
Oh,
shooting at me.
no.
Cops
Oh,
are
no.
shooting at me. Oh, my God. UFO, please.
Yes!
I got picked up by a UFO just in time before I died because I was stuck on that car. That also never happened. Now, animal lovers, cover your eyes, cover your ears. There's something coming up you may not like. So we got to grab a cat and throw it at an electric switch. Because it's too dangerous for me to go up there and hit it. It's a little censored. You don't get to see the carnage of hitting the switch. So, all right. So coming up here, we have a minigame. I apologize to headphone users, by the way. This is one of the worst tracks you're ever going to hear on the Game Boy.
Yo, Tubin.
This is Tubin.
Of course everybody knows Tubin. Why wouldn't they?
A very vile version where death is pretty much imminent.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a level where I'm going to let a lot of donations come through here for a bit.
Music
fit some in.
bad.
Yeah, we need donations to just
Please
mask this
donate.
music.
Yeah, I also
Donate
need
to
to make sure I'm
My
not
favorite genre, trombone disaster.
challenging. So we've arrived at her place. But she's like, hey, Urban Yeti, you're a little dirty. Why don't you go get washed up a little bit, you know?
Whatever, she's
You know
the
what I'm
smelly one.
I was about to say, that's easy for her to say. She lives in a dumpster.
So we take a trip over here to the local neighborhood kids, and they wash me up a bit.
That's so nice. Huh?
So, actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to sacrifice some time here. I think we're good on time. I will show you the boombox. This is how you recover health. you get a dance party going on.
Oh, yeah.
The unfortunate thing about this, it's going to knock the chicken in a random spot, but I should be able to find him again.
How long is this dance party? Oh, okay, we're done.
Come on,
Offensively long.
Oh, no, chicken.
No! No!
Okay, good. The bird pooped on him and got him out of there. So we're doing some chicken ranchers. She's like, you want to get with me? I got to test your skills. Make me some Yeti brand chicken dogs.
Ooh.
It's as brutal as it sounds. Got 3 minutes to get 30 of these chickens in the blender. The processing blender. And out the other side comes a package of Yeti hot dogs.
We have a $500 donation from the Yeti. I just need to be clear. I am not related to Urban Yeti, and I love all cats. We have a $5 donation from the Urban Yeti trombone player. Who says, hey, I'll have you know I worked very hard on that track.
Well, thank you very much.
And time. Oh, boy. I want to be your mate, but first, let's celebrate with a group mega dance.
Mega dance!
This game is so cursed.
So, you want to probably know what the lore is of this game, so I'm going to guide you through it. It's on screen. So, let's read it out. Deep in the bowels of Inhuman Inc., trapped in cage number 106, there we go, Gordo, a poor, brutally exploited lab monkey, lives a life of lonely misery until an experimental nuclear potion gives Gordo number 106 the cunning intellect he needs to free his friends and escape.
Yeah.
So how many friends are you going to free in this run, Jingle Storm?
None. It's too time-consuming.
Oh. Gordo's not a nice guy.
Okay, by the way, time starts as soon as I gain control of the character, which is right now.
Woo! All right.
All right. Here we go. So, yeah, we're gonna be running through like 6 levels of this, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of this beautiful running animation. So, enjoy.
Oh, by the way, we have the manual here for Gordo.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be reading out of it. It's true.
Oh, goodbye, Shriner.
Yeah, it gives some amazing advice here, like never pass up a puppy, exit, or a cage, which we're going to exclusively only do, so it's perfect.
I think we need another hot Gordo tip.
Our Gordo tip. Oh, yeah, my favorite one, personally, is it tells you about leaps of faith, and it tells you there are times where Gordo must take a leap of faith. This means he must jump without seeing where he will land. There is no way to avoid this. Good luck.
Read every single time you have to take a leap of faith.
Like, it made me so angry when I saw this in the manual. I'm like, you can't just put blind jumps into a game and tell them good luck. It's not okay.
Speaking of which, we have a $10 donation from Gruntmeister.
Hey.
Good luck to Jangle Storm with showing off this quality game for the Atari Lynx. May you swag walk into the pit. Don't save the puppies, kill Inhuman.
True words have never been spoken.
In the end, it saves all puppies, you know?
Yeah, well, you'll see that soon enough. I'm not gonna say exactly what's gonna happen at the end, but things will happen.
We'll be taken on a magical journey. We'll laugh, we'll cry.
Yeah.
I've already done both.
There's gonna be a pickup here. So it's gonna take 6 hits. Time is gonna be when the last score count stops after this, so get ready for that. If Inhuman doesn't disappear on me.
Come back here.
Come on.
What a final boss.
There we go.
Keep the doctor away.
Okay, get ready, and time.
It's a really good run. It's a really good run.
Yay! And we get to jump around, and there's fireworks, and we save the animals.
Look at the puppies!
Well, you didn't save that many of them. There's an awful lot more than this in the game.
Look.
All right. Hey, everybody. I am PJ. This is Mohawk and Headphone Jack. So we're all having fun here, and that's great. That's about to end. But a real serious warning. This game is very, very graphically intense. So if you have in the past had issues with motion sickness or photosensitivity, I want you to be warned now and watch at your own risk. So I'm going to reset after having said that. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. So Mohawk and headphone jack is it's it's a really interesting SNES platformer. All right, so here comes the definitely not supermarket mascot, the first boss.
It's called Funbot, as you can obviously see.
This is Funbot.
Mohawk has a few magical attacks, one of which is he just kind of explodes into a million little balls and hits everything on screen. I think that's the only magical attack that you use.
That is the
right?
only magical attack.
Only one. The rest are useless.
All right, that's 2 down. Before I talk a little bit more about the plot, I want to get into what's going on here. I'm now a wheel. Other ones are pretty good. So that was wheel. This is Birdman. Birdman is the fastest way to move. We do not want to go in that pipe. Touching that pipe costs 2.5 minutes.
It is just pure spinning.
It's not. It's all not a joke. It's really not a joke.
PJ, can you explain what these enemies are?
Nope. Can you?
No, I can't.
I know this game is in the Awful Games Done Quick block, but I love this game. I unironically love Mohawk. I think this game is sweet. I've been playing it for like 9 years. I am the only runner.
You want to kind of avoid combat in this game. One, because it slows down Mohawk and all this amazing movement you get to enjoy on your screen. And also this is a thing.
Moving animation.
We're a dog now, it's fine.
Bark, 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 bark.
All right, this is another power-up, lets me breathe underwater. And here's Octopus.
Gorilla, man. He's bad to look at. That's the whole thing. He's bad to look at.
Bad nose, though.
Right. So the size of these maps is just enormous. And each 8x8 pixel tile is actually a gravity vector that can point in one of 32 directions. And that determines what direction PJ moves as he attempts to survive.
Yeah, so there's something on the order of the capability for 500,000 unique gravity vectors per map. And there are 15 or 16 total unique maps in this game. Just staggering. And I looked up, I was curious to see if there was some kind of comparison for the size of these maps to something else. And the size of any of these maps is about 6 times the size of any stage in Mega Man X3.
Is it bigger than Skyrim, though?
Probably. This boss is Orbitron.
Oh my God, I can't. Orb!
Orbitron's death animation never ends because he's the most metal boss. Eat it, X3. You think your 15-second death animation is impressive? All right, here we go. New power-up time. Here we go. Got it.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
So here's the blimp. I'm grabbing some extra lives. I'm grabbing 4 extra lives. You might say, wow, PJ, you're terrible at this game. To which I would respond, yeah.
We also had a $50 donation from Do Wolf, which may or may not be related to the $50 for every time you puke. Oh God, PJ, why did they call your bluff?
Never call PJ's bluff.
Never.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is a monumental occasion.
Yeah, it's the end of a legacy.
Yeah.
He's been submitting this game for 7 years.
Yeah, this has had the longest streak of rejection in GDQ history with a grand total of 14 consecutive rejections.
I can't fathom why.
Yeah, me neither. All right, coming up is Tornado Pipe, so prepare yourself.
The game just likes to spin you around sometimes.
So I just want to point out, I'm not controlling the pipe at all. I'm not controlling the screen rotation, but for some reason, when you turn this corner, they decided that this would be an appropriate thing to do.
We also have a $25 donation from St. Connor who says, Mr. PJ, I don't feel so good. I think we might have lost that one.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, best boss.
All right, this is
Surfer Dude.
This is Moa Moa Sulfuric Surfer.
You got some lava dolphins. Look at this guy. PJ, why doesn't Mohawk look as cool as that guy does?
No one can look as cool as that guy does. I want to give a shout out to the developer of this game, Mr. D. Scott Williamson, because this is truly a remarkable game and one that I absolutely love. Like, I know we like poking fun at games here, but I unironically enjoy this game. I think it's really cool, and I think it's a technical masterpiece. Yeah. And I actually reached out and got in contact with him a few years ago, and I mailed him the DVDs of my speedrun. Well, this was after I got in contact with him. It wasn't a cold mail. But I asked if he would sign my copies of the game, and I told him I had speedrun the game and how much I loved it. And he was like, wow, I have never heard so much positive praise about this. For some reason, they weren't nearly as kind when they reviewed this years ago. But yeah, he signed my copies of the game, and then when he mailed them back to me, he actually mailed me a beta build of the game. And from that, I was able to extract the maps, and that's how I learned about how ridiculous the gravity system is. And it's just like, it's an insane game. But yeah, he's been a really, really great guy, and he's been a good sport, and I very much appreciate that. So, yeah, please. So if somehow he ever finds this run, thank you again. All right, so who would we think is the boss for a nuclear waste level? Orb?
It could be Orb.
It could be Orb. How about Triangle? Triangle or Square? Is that the enemy of Orb? How about Brain in a jar? Shooting triangles. All right.
PJ, those are pyramids, not triangles.
They're triangles.
He's the French alien.
So we've got just the final boss now. So we're coming up on time. Here we go.
Yeah, remember this?
Yeah, this boss might look familiar. All right, here we go. Time.
Woo!
Hey, nice, nice. And here's our reward.
Congratulations!
We win.
Oh, God.
Congratulations for defeating General Headslot and saving the universe from impending doom.
What's up, everybody? Thank you, first off, for donating for the incentive to turn voices on. Just as a preface, voices make the run a handful of minutes longer, but it's very much worth it. So thank you for donating for that. I think we're ready on time, so we'll just go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1, go.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It's a good way to start this game, actually. So this is a tank control game, which is just great. The game also has, oh, my controller's just doing whatever. Hold on, this happens with this game. It's a good start. Makes sense. All right, we can move. Sort of. All right, so we should go out and fight the droids, but we can just kind of jump at this thing. Also, Qui-Gon just knows it's poison gas, and we escaped. Qui-Gon's not coming with us, unfortunately. So right up this left ramp here, Jar Jar's waiting for us with about a 12-second cutscene where he screams about robots for a second. But there is a little out of bounds here. If we jump in here, also this is riddled with death falls, so you gotta kind of line yourself up. There we go. Nice. So we just skipped Jar Jar, and on the left there is also a platforming section. You can kind of see it on the left. We also skipped that, so, but he's here anyways. He just teleported. And thank you for donating for voices again. So Otogunga, this is a level you can do, you're supposed to do peacefully.
We will not be.
Yeah, you're supposed to just talk to the Gungans and find your way through. It starts off by running into a cutscene with Boss Nass. But right before the Boss Nass room, we're gonna go a little bit hostile here. We're gonna force push this guy just to get him out of our way. This door's gonna appear. And we're effectively soft locked now. People are gonna try to kill Jar Jar and Qui-Gon, which would give me a game over, but I'm gonna pause buffer and jump here a few times. And we clip down into what would be a later part of the level. And you're gonna get these voice lines.
Oh God, no.
This is a long level, and they will not stop. So the way you want to jump in this game is you jump and you want to wait as long as possible and hit the end of the window for the double jump so you get the longest jump possible.
You gotta get pasted, Outlander.
Pasted. But if we go right, this is where we would escort Jar Jar when we're done rescuing him. There's Qui-Gon down there with the bongo, I think it's called. And we're gonna make a save here because this is a very, very iffy trick. But essentially we can just jump out of bounds kind of, and then try to jump in, but clipping into that room is seemingly random. I'm gonna pause buffer to make it a little bit easier. And oh my God.
Oh wow.
Everything's coming up Obi-Wan today.
Don't you wish you didn't have the voice lines on?
Really?
Jar Jar, no!
Ouch time. So here's the end of the level. We're gonna jump over here. I'm gonna force push a lever over there. And the debris. And we're out. So that is definitely one of the coolest tricks in the entire game. And it's very easy too. The debris is always set to launch in exactly that way. So, yeah.
And our punishment for having such a fun stage is to get to play this stage right afterwards. A massive escort quest for the next, what feels like 3 to 6 hours.
Yes. Jar Jar's just staring at her.
This is one of my favorite scenes because they just all walk off and you and the queen stay behind as if you don't expect this to happen.
Oh my God. How could this have happened? All right, here we go. On to the best escort mission in gaming. If you get too close to the queen, by the way, she complains that you're stepping on her dress, and then she just stands there for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't stage, because if you're too close to her, she'll stop moving, and if you're too far away from her, she'll stop moving, and if you're kind of like within range of her, she'll stop moving anyway. So,
yeah, she just stops moving a lot.
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
I'll keep up.
She won't.
Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Infinite Saber glitch here does make a huge difference.
It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad it exists.
Fun fact, Qui-Gon runs here to meet you. You can actually just run out of the hangar back to the rest of the level, and he will continue following you, trying to make this cutscene happen.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, I need to talk to you. This is important.
And
Obi-Wan, we gotta get out of here.
What happens if you let him catch you?
It hard locks very hard.
Awesome.
Harder than I've ever seen.
I have created some art with this game.
Yeah, a lot of colors and lines go everywhere. It's
that's
pretty great.
Wonderful.
Definitely meet later.
So there's Anakin. We're chasing him.
I want my home back.
And he runs behind his mom, Shmi Skywalker, but we're going to slip right into her backyard. Right there.
It's called the Shmi Schlip.
Yeah, the Shmi Schlip. Here's Anakin.
You must be Anakin. I've heard much about you.
You're a Jedi, aren't
What are you building? Can you help me find water?
Sir, and here's Jabba.
Release me immediately.
Fed up already. You can't believe this happened. And now this is where the fun begins. Now this is
pod racing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have to do anything for a bit here.
Now a good time for donations, then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
A wonderful time for donation.
Okay, donation towards my boy Boyk's Choice. Gonna go ahead and put that towards the Cuphead bonus incentive, by the way.
I bet you thought we were gonna play something here when we
Yeah,
we were all being the funny guys.
I feel like there's been pod racing games and pod racing segments in other games. There might be some pod racing in this game that's the movie about pod racing.
No,
Okay.
it's a cutscene where you don't look at pod racers. You just look at people talking about them.
I love this so much. They describe in such detail how the pod race is going.
It really leaves it to your imagination.
Like this game is actually insanely detailed for a PS1 game, and I'm not surprised they either didn't have the budget, the time, or like the processing power for an actual pod race.
Author proposed a pretty good multi-game category where
Oh my gosh.
you put the game down and they just pick up
Pod
N64
Racer.
Pod Racer, yeah, and then just do a quick run on that. This is where we kidnap Anakin and fight Darth Maul. Spoilers, sorry.
Whoa.
So normally Shmi Skywalker dies in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, but the game lets you just do whatever. So she's dead. Also the younglings too. Why not?
Oh,
all right, we gotta go.
Kitster, no.
We gotta go.
I killed them all like animals.
Anakin didn't see it. It's fine. Right here is a cutscene that we can normally skip, but because I killed people, I actually have to trigger this cutscene. So I just did half of the cutscene skip, made the rocks fall on me, which means I can clip through it. So I'm gonna skip this first segment. Also, I don't know how he pushed all those rocks down.
He's strong.
He's a Darth guy.
He's strong with the dark team of the Force.
So we have a $50 donation from Aaron172. Says, I remember renting this game back when I was a kid.
I'm sorry.
I never finished it, thankfully. But it's great to see this game broken in ways that I could never believe.
This is a long level, by the way.
A level of non-trivial length.
Yes.
Cannons will be coming.
There, yes. So, oh geez, Louise.
Oh, God.
More hover cannons. Okay.
Yep. Well, even more hover cannons.
That's never happened before.
Say, can I just say that I love you for dying and your immediate response was the most casual OG's please I've ever.
So we have $15 from Marcus255. It says, good old Jar Jar, the true villain of Star Wars. Best of luck with the run, Saint.
Thank you. It's not going well this time.
It was. Probably, when he donated it, it was
run.
probably looking pretty good.
Yeah, it was a little while ago, but can't blame.
It's a different time.
All right, what if we just pretend you didn't die?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm all right with that.
I feel like I got the yips with this jump. Okay, we're good.
Oof.
Please just jump in the game. Please clap. So if you want to do a little donation game on your own, you can count how many times she says hover cannons, or if you want to grab your favorite beverage of LaCroix drinks.
I like the grapefruit flavor.
I like green.
Green, that's a good one.
Ooh.
We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here.
Oh, I didn't mention, before I mentioned the donation game you could probably play, I can just mash circle and she'll just never stop. I don't know why this is like this, but more hover cannons will be coming, whether you like it or not. Sometimes it just turns into a full symphony of just pain, and really can't do anything about it. All right, so this is the second last Obi-Wan segment.
It's still going.
Yeah, it won't stop.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh,
That's a new one.
All right.
Oh, I'm liking where this is going.
It's just like falling apart. And
This is a treat for my ears.
It's trying to mercy kill itself.
Can I get a little more in though?
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, can we get some more of that?
a
Yeah.
bit quiet.
Yeah, actually. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate it.
Also, I still have my rocket launcher.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Just like in the movie.
Yeah, just like in the movie. And my flash grenades.
Jedis love rocket launchers.
It's true. I've heard him say that.
That's what George Lucas said.
Oh!
I have killed your master, and now it is your turn to die, young Jedi. That's what he said. So we fight Darth Maul. Just kidding. We're going over here. Oof.
Oh.
And we're going to get the old ISG out and just look at him.
Oh.
He's going to give us a couple hits. And time is
He's
coming
running
up.
from
We're giving him a real
right.
mean face.
This is Phantom Menace, everybody.
Yep.
Time's coming up, and time.
All right. So, hey, I'm Sharif. I'm running this game. You guys can introduce yourselves as well. You guys know all these people.
I'm Bro Sencha.
You guys know all of them.
John Carls.
Koalazy.
So yeah, so as far as I can tell, this is the only Game Boy game in this entire marathon, which is just like a huge bummer because this does not have everything that the Game Boy has to offer.
Yeah, it does.
This doesn't?
No, it does not.
It has dragons at least.
And a little more on that later. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo.
Okay, so a lot of things just happened there. So I'm gonna go ahead and acknowledge that I jumped up a waterfall, and then with like the promise that I'll explain why later. If that's okay with everybody. I just died. That's fine.
What's really interesting about this game is that you'll notice the backgrounds, all of the items that you see in any part of any level are all platforms. They are all traversable, and the whole physics of that is basically the point of this game. So none of these are enemies. None of these can hurt you. There are no attacks. There are no weapons. There is no gameplay. There's just jumping.
There's just Dirk and you and me together on this journey. This is part of the famed Dragon's Lair series. You guys might know it from like, I don't know, the arcade game, like the QTE action adventure arcade game starring Dirk the Daring. And he's saving Princess Daphne from the evil dragon from his lair with his sword. In fact, the box art for this game has all of those things. It's like I just showed it to everyone on the couch back there. And this game has literally none of that. Dirk does not have a sword. There's going to be no dragon. There's going to be no lair. There's going to be no Daphne. There's nothing. There's just emptiness.
This is nihilism, the video game.
Oh my gosh.
Post-apocalyptic.
So the actual objective of the game is to collect 194 of these different flashing cubes.
Correct. So you have to collect all of them.
Yes, every single one of them. If you get to the end point of the game and you do not have all of them, nothing happens. It does not tell you need more.
It just does nothing.
Does nothing.
So what's up with this Dragon's Lair game that has no dragons or lairs? As you can probably, if you might have figured out, this is not a Dragon's Lair game. So this is actually a reskin of another game that Elite Systems made called Roller Coaster. It was made for the ZX Spectrum in '85. This game was made in, I don't remember what year, '91. So 6 years later. So this is a reskin of a 6-year-old game by now. And Roller Coaster it's a game where you wander around an amusement park. And suddenly these moving platforms suddenly make a lot more sense because it's a Ferris wheel. So there you go.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
So
All right, here's the slope. Here's the slope we were talking about. So here's what Dirk looks like. So we had a little fun there. That was good.
That's the only fun we'll have.
That's
though. Don't
literally it. That's all we got.
Yay for fun.
Yeah.
We're all happy.
I'm glad I made those jumps. I die on there a lot. So this is the laggiest screen in the game. I call it that because it's the screen with the most lag in the game.
Nice. I can see why you would name it that.
It has a lot of lag, but it only lags whenever Dirk walks. So I just jump a bunch.
Oh.
Welcome to the cemetery.
It's probably 90% of the game.
There's spooky ghosts that you can ride.
So yeah, so when I was showing John this
also
game,
not enemies. Yeah.
Yep, he's like, that has to be enemies, right? I'm like, no, those are also platforms. Literally, it's all platforms every time.
Dirk just sees something and he's like a parkour expert. He's like, that's a platform. I don't care if it's a living being. I'm just jumping off it.
So you just do it again, where you actually land on the platform, and then you make this jump, and then, oh, I actually made that jump again, and I don't know what to do with it, so we're just going to go around again. I've made that jump like 5 times ever, and I have like 900 attempts in this game because I don't like myself. So...
Yeah, it is cool that you get to ride on this eagle.
This is actually really cool, like the setting and everything.
I love the mountains. They're just awesome. Like the artistic director, I think, did a great job here.
I think we're gonna take the scenic route. I do not know if I have an extra life here, and it's fine. We're underestimate here, so we're gonna take it. So I missed that.
A leisurely stroll.
It's gonna be a leisurely stroll. We're gonna take it all the way back and then all the way back. So it's gonna be fun. So I missed one, and I just don't know if I have an extra life. And normally I just take a death, and just try again. It's way faster than what's happening here. But I legitimately don't know if I have an extra life or not. So we're just gonna do it, and hopefully I make this jump this time.
Come on, birdie.
You got this.
Should be fine though. Oh, I had an extra life.
Oh,
Sweet.
good.
Well, that's good.
Woo.
Let's actually make this jump this time, guys. This is old. Okay, so that was 194. Time.
Oh, it's fine.
And time.
Wow. Woo, the clutch. The clutch finish by
Wowee.
RJ3.
So this is the entire ending screen you get. It's terrible. This is trying to retcon, like, this is basically supposed to be a prequel to the original Dragon's Lair, but it's just garbage.
Hello.
This is the only music you're going to hear. So.
Yeah, you better enjoy it while you can. I'm NPC. This is Sword of Sedan. I am sorry, not sorry. Thank you for everybody that donated for Warpless. That's going to make my life a lot tougher. I also wanted to show you off this Hall of Fame screen. It takes 3 minutes and 30 seconds to load. So with that in mind, I'm already going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah, if you think that this is looking sort of playable, first off, I have some serious questions about your taste in video games. But secondly, controlling this game at all is actually a challenge. Getting the character to turn around takes most people a couple of minutes to figure out.
First off, hi, Jay Leno Monster.
Hey, Jay Leno Monster. See you, Jay Leno.
You'll see him again this level.
I'm hoping no
We're
pit.
hoping we don't see the pit.
Well, actually, everybody is hoping for pits because this is what people donated for.
Well, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to...
Well, NPC.
Yep.
NPC, watch out.
Gotta watch out for the pit.
Watch out for pits. Okay, I've learned now.
I like that it doesn't tell you that until you're dead.
I kind of wait for them to attack and then try to jump in.
Yeah.
So, okay. Stupid freaking red...
Well...
Oh, I'm going to do the best pushing combination.
Okay.
So if you drink all 4 of these, and you think it would do something very awesome.
It does.
There we go. Now we're good. Now
you could drink them all again.
No. No. Percentia, you are not giving me ideas.
Yeah, but maybe it'll do something different this time.
I entirely doubt it. Okay, we're good. This is a lot harder than it looks. I forgot my health was that low, so...
So NPC here had to time the jumps based on an audio cue, and then he gets to drink the shield potion, which makes him immune to the spaghetti mess that's underneath this floor.
It's insta-kill.
Police game, 1 potion at least?
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Rude.
I've never had this kind of bad luck, but thank you, Marathon Luck.
So I just want to say, if you thought your final boss was a cheap piece of crap, just you wait.
Okay.
All right, final boss time.
So if I had invulnerability, I would feel a little confident about this, but now I just have to keep stabbing and hope that my stabbing will kill him. Yeah, come on.
The amount of times he shoots projectiles is actually completely random, and there's not a good way to dodge them. So this is really just a damage race, and it's totally luck-based.
And come on.
No.
I'm going to do that. I don't trust this game.
Time is coming up, by the way.
Yeah, time is coming up. As you can...
Oh, my God.
Down to the wire.
Jerk face.
Come on. And time.
Woo!
Oh,
what
goodness
gracious. And holy crap.
As I said, if you ever complain about your final boss of your speed game, try this guy.
3, 2, 1, go.
Woo.
Good luck, Kirby.
I love that they actually knew, yeah, iframes are important for an easy game, not important when we're trying to make it hard. So I understand why he's popular. Oh, by the way, you fall into a pit to progress. But if you fall in there before you go to the tree, you die.
Yeah. I guess I should mention how I first got this game. Like, Bro Cincha on the couch here, like, in his bad video game tournament called Cuso Grande, I got this game as part of a tournament match, and when I played it, I actually found it pretty good as it would be. I felt like it would be pretty good as speedrun, so I eventually decided to learn it.
What have you done, Brossentia?
It's my life. Ruining other people's lives, that's what I do.
The Cuso Grande like matches are an hour, and no one got past this level in an hour. We're gonna get past it in about 4 minutes.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm excited for skiing.
Oh,
We're gonna get there in just a second. Yeah, if you ever have gone cross-country skiing, it's just about as unenjoyable as that. There we are, the blinking skis.
Yeah.
Not sure why they're blinking, but yay.
Well.
Oh my God, it's like a minecart level, but somehow worse. What is this music? It's like a flute player is like slowly going insane. It's like the dude from Urban Yeti who played the tuba.
He got a new gig.
Yeah, decided to play the flute instead.
We have a $25 donation from Kyle113. Says, I have no idea what this game is, but it looks better than cancer. Good luck, Garby.
It is.
It is, yes.
Yeah, honestly, this is one of the better licensed video games,
especially
I've played, based off of Woody Woodpecker, probably the best one out there.
Well, I think he had a Crazy Castle game, and those are inoffensive. I don't know. I hate Woody Woodpecker.
I really dislike it too. Okay, like when I was a kid, I would wake up early on Sunday and I'm like, I have nothing better to do. Turn on the TV, Bozo the Clown plus Woody the Woodpecker. That was my childhood, and it was a terrible childhood.
It explains a lot about everything.
No, Bozo Clown, every episode would pull out money and say, I'm gonna give one of these kids a brand new crisp $100 bill, and it's like, go away, you stupid clown, I hate you.
Good recovery though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and then I took a death right after checkpoint, so it wasn't a big deal.
Poor Garby's like, I'm pouring my heart out in this game, and y'all are just talking about clowns.
That's because they're creepy.
They have nothing to do with this game.
Boppy on the beak.
I've never watched like a Woody the Woodpecker. I haven't in ages. Are these like people who are a thing?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Like, hey, I mean, gotta respect the lore.
He's got a cool hat.
Woody Woodpecker is a bird. He's a woodpecker.
Tom! Oh, sorry. I was supposed to be that.
That's why I was like, Gert, this is the end, right?
So this is the concierge. He's getting on to us because we apparently used credit cards. Apparently they're also illegal in New York. And this is me when I use the phone. All right, anyway, here we go. Hotel. Here's our hectic hotel. We're gonna grab these beads here. Or we're not. All right, sentient suitcases, overzealous suitcases, and Luigian luggage. This is the luggage boss. To get past this luggage boss, we're gonna press this elevator button like we don't know how elevators work 5 times. That actually gets the elevator to work because elevators in New York also don't work that well, I guess. You need to press the button a bunch. They show us every single floor on the way up to level 16. Elevate, elevate, take me up high. Waka, waka. Elevate, elevate, take me up. Elevate, elevate, take me up high. 16th floor. I'm just kidding. This is the 12th floor. The elevator button broke again. So we're going to black out the screen. We're first going to pick up the Fist of Orion. This is ignorantly large bazooka that you get in this game. All right, 16th floor. All right, shooting grandma in her leg and she gets stuck in air. All right, I fixed the elevator. I'm gonna shoot her in her umbrella this time. Apparently that's just as sensitive as her leg. On the 15th floor, gonna get helped out by a nice man. He's gonna help me out by fixing the elevator by killing me, which blacks out the screen. He'll kill me again. I'll stop him there. So he grabs me by the leg like he's gonna take me home and like throw me in the grill. All right, 16th floor. Here's the next boss, the head chef. We're gonna kill this boss by sliding his clothes off. We shall undress him to death. All right, have a seat. All right, we jump into the clutches of our arch nemesis.
Yeah, we're doing fine, and we're gonna do even better. We ain't robbing houses no more. We're robbing toy stores. At midnight, we gonna be rich.
You wanna shut up, Mohawk?
What's the difference? He gonna talk to nobody except like a fish. Or maybe the Undertaker. He's like a talkative.
All right, a few things I wanna point out. Who is she? Number 2, she's carrying rectangles. Number 3, Kevin shoves her hand into her back. In the movie, Kevin touches her butt. Number 4, Marv is confused by her here. In the movie, Marv is actually pleased to see her. Number 5, Marv got punched so hard in the head, Harry's head turned around. Also, 6, her head is floating. Don't worry about that. Okay, we're out of the house. The chase, we're gonna get away from Marv and Harry. You can either get away from them by taking the visible rope or the invisible rope. We're gonna take the invisible rope. It's faster than the visible rope. So many rats. All right. The favorite part of every child's trip to New York for Christmas is the big tree in Times Square with this ugly texture and abyssal eyes that stare into your soul and a large gaping maw for inserting your least favorite children. All right. Now get ready for time. We defeated Marv and Harry. We killed them with birdseed after we also, like, kind of killed them already, like, several times in the house. And, oh, yeah, I turned into Samus again. I got screw attack. And these, my chariot of birds are going to save me, take me to the top of the tree where I can finally tell the bird lady, thanks. Time. Pause.
All right, all right. Before I do anything, here's the demo of the game. All right.
So the story of this game is actually pretty sad. It's that Odie just kind of walked away slowly, and now Garfield is spending an entire sleepless week trying to find him. The cool kid is taking, you can see that slim bar of health at the top there. He started with 10 and only has 1 health left. He took a couple intentional hits to bring it to 1. And then he's going to eat some fish bones, which will send him at just the right amount of health to actually make the game think right there. And he actually has max health now. And then Monday is closing off already. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. We have a bunch of attacks at our disposal. The most important one of which right now is just this straight little, you can barely even see it, but you'll notice that sometimes Garfield's foot rises up slightly. That's his main attack. So other attacks we have are, you can notice in the upper right there, other items he's been picking up. We have the bones, we have the pies, and then what are the last ones? Laundry detergent or what?
Yeah.
Okay, here we have the very first one, which is like a honey badger of sorts or something. And the pies, if we throw them, split when they hit the ground and just kind of push the projectiles that come off of them, push the enemy back and cause them to keep taking damage. That was actually a very solid fight. And though, especially with these projectiles, they can just kind of stun you and kill you very quickly. I cannot believe we haven't died yet, but you know, give it time, give it time. There it is. Nice.
May I help you?
May I help you? Yeah, you can help us find Odie. You've just been here in like these cutscenes the entire time. Be of some use, please. There's Odie. He wants to be freed, and it's just this fight left.
Right, final boss fight.
What a fight!
Okay, it's not yet. Okay, that's the final stretch.
So we've rescued Odie. Birds can still spawn and kill you. We're
Hey.
hoping that doesn't happen.
Let's go home, Odie.
Oh! There was a last-minute bird. Congratulations, boys.
It was easy. All right. So yeah, that was a week of Garfield.
So this is a Chinese bootleg. Honestly, not very many ways to play bootleg video games, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll go ahead and do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, time. Not time to end the run, you know? Level 1 down. So let's see, I know Kowal, you've played some of this. NPC, I know you've beaten it. Author Blues, have you beaten it?
Yep.
Cool, so you're the experts. What are your thoughts about the game?
I don't know why you're still playing it.
So good, though. And the music in this game is actually really ridiculously good for a bootleg game.
Yeah, it's all bangers from here.
Bangers and mash. If you're British.
None of us have been able to have breakfast yet, so you can't say that.
Anyone brings me some bangers and mash? Okay, there's the first boss. He's dead. This is the second hardest level of the game, so we're going to see our friend Spider Bro. And hopefully that's... Oh my gosh, why am I dumb?
Do you want an actual answer? Or?
I mean, you're playing Monkey King.
We also have terrible hitboxes, too, to
Oh my
grab onto.
gosh. Seriously, like, jumping on the enemies is extremely precise. I'm not even kidding you whenever I jump on those. Okay. Grabbing ledges. Let's see if I can get first try. Vine grab. Vine grab. Grab the freaking vine. Okay.
Frame perfect and subpixel perfect.
Oh, you know it. Oh my gosh, we're Soten now. Come on. Okay. Tiger. Okay. Can't tell you how many times those tigers have killed me, though. So many. Stupid tigers. It's a good thing you're endangered.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. I love tigers. They're adorable, and I'm so sad that I have to shoot them in this game. Okay,
I've never seen anyone walk anything back that
After
fast.
bird comes tiger. Oh my gosh. Go away, you stupid fish. I hate you. I hate your mother. Okay. Wow. I don't like fish moms. Okay?
Okay, you're going to have to get out ahead of this one.
Okay, ride the turtle. So intense.
We're gonna be riding for a while.
Okay, good hits. There we go. Okay, I need a chant from the audience, por favor.
All right, lead it off, NPC.
No soft locks. No soft locks. No soft locks. No soft locks. No soft locks.
Yay! Okay. So this part is awesome. You're a monkey on a cloud. Okay, and we're gonna go fight a 3 or 4 headed person real quick.
Just a day in the life of a flying monkey. The soft lock described earlier is because with infinite lives, you actually can fall through the cutscene, die, and then fall through the cutscene again. And you just get stuck there indefinitely.
This boss, I developed this strat where you just sort of hide behind his hitbox and you let the dog come out. Dog just sort of runs around. Hold up when the dog appears and he won't damage you. Okay, and I should be able to kill dude right there. And time is coming up, and time.
You're officially king of the monkeys now.
For Forget Me, let's throw it on over.
Hey, I'm Zachy.
Hey.
So Trio the Punch and Never Forget Me, we're going to do W 50%, which means we select Santos here.
Now, before we start, at the end of every... Well, it's fine. At the end of every stage...
Start time.
At the end of every stage, Santos is going to do a pose. And I want everybody in the audience to do this pose with us. Your arm goes to the left, and you do this.
Yeah, so you make a fist and you're...
Ready?
Get ready.
Now!
All right, good.
Choices on the roulette. We're gonna level up Santos's main weapon here. So we level it up from his bare fist to punching bag.
Oof.
Okay, good. Didn't soft block there. Soft blocking there is a real possibility. You can randomly hit the special, and very rarely the game will throw you out of bounds and it's totally soft locked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. Good start.
I don't know if this is gonna. Oh, we can just do this.
This is fine.
Yep. Don't worry about it. So what happens is we actually got cursed by that sheep. So there you go.
Now we're a sheep.
Fortunately, we are overpowered as heck right now.
Sure. All right, we have an anonymous $5 donation that says, "Can I just ask, what is going on in this game? I am so confused."
Yes.
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 It's okay. She'll be fine.
So here we have bomb laying Karnovs, which is actually pretty accurate to what Karnov likes to do outside of having armpit fireballs.
Hopefully I'll get some on the screen to leave alone long enough for you to see what happens if you leave them alone with their bombs. Oh, stay back.
Maybe that one. There we go.
There we go, yeah.
Yes. So if you wanted an important life lesson from this game, I think that was it.
Yes, never go back and check on your bomb.
All right, this stage you get to face off against Giant Foot. And it squishes you.
You got to remember to do the uppercut at the end at one point.
Oh, this is my favorite stage coming up next.
Yep.
Just check this boss out. It speaks pretty well for itself.
We didn't get the... Oh, there you go. That works.
Yep.
And surprise, is Bird. Hello.
I'm actually, I got stuck inside of of him there. I think it's quite a good thing that I had the special going. Otherwise, I might have been like stuck.
So yeah, this is a very boss. And it's time for more training with Master Chen.
Yeah, we can open our mouth just as wide as you can.
That must be what he's training us. Okay.
So, finish up futuristic sci-fi stage. Oh, you can
There
do
we
this,
go.
by the way. There you go. Okay. Okay, good. Didn't need to do that, but I wanted to ensure that I didn't mess up the roulette here. Especially not for the last stage.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I think the life up is really necessary here.
Oh, you may be right.
This is the tough one.
And we got a bird.
What?
What?
Puppy.
Cruelty.
I think that was a butterfly.
Yeah.
Pigeon.
Bird.
And time.
You figured it out.